Like,
How you getting ahead? 36. Check 3. Check.
Here we go. 26.
Elliott running right. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Here we go. 46. 46. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Prescott on first down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Touchdown, Cowboys! Randall Cobb, 45 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. And they'll run it with McCoy. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 30 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's got it up and through.
Chiefs 7, Cowboys 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Watch the slant. Switch. Switch.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. He's got a first down and more past the 30. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
SOS.
Hey, kill. Kill, 26.
Here's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Mike, 53. Mike.
Here we go, 47. Hey, 47. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jason Witten, 50 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Prescott from the gun. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's McCoy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. They complete it to Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll go with McCoy. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Switch up, switch up.
Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Alex Okafor, his 2nd sack of the night. Prescott now. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
47.
Strip that ball. 53 to Mike.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Check 4, check 4.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 26.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the 29, Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Prescott. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, man. Watch the boot, watch the boot.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing.
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. CD, with that incompletion, let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think are the biggest 4. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that's the number 1 game because the number 1 seed in the NFC will be determined that week for that moment. Okay, the winner of that becomes the number 1 seed. I think the number 2 game, Seattle at the Rams, because Seattle's trying to maintain pace with San Francisco or become the number 1 team in the NFC West, and the Rams have to have it if they have any designs of making the playoffs. The number 3 game, Baltimore at Buffalo. Buffalo's announced its presence, that big win on Thanksgiving Day over Dallas, but Baltimore's the hottest team, the best team in the league over the last 8 weeks, and then you finish up Kansas City, New England. How is that the number 4 game?
I know.
Hard to believe, but it is in this instance.
Now a 1st down carry here from McCoy. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They'll run on 1st down. It's McCoy, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Yellow!
Now on 2nd and 16. Mahomes flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now Mahomes, and that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number 1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little.
Right hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They start on the ground with Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. It's Kelsey on the ground. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. Mahomes going to throw. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Final play of the half. Prescott letting one fly deep. And got his man complete. 30. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is into heavy traffic and it's intercepted? Xavier Woods with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs make over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 48 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
36-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
There you go. Sliding.
Mike's 56. They can't hang with us.
26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott being chased out left. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
6 right there, 56.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Here we go. 26.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
After the 10-yard line.
26.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Down to lose one.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All day, dog.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
54, go to 54. Line in. Small. No. Kill.
This is Elliott. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Malik Collins. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. Watkins, the intended receiver. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there and stop the offense. But you typically run up.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He's going to let it go again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, an even 90 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Prescott from the gun. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
53, Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chris Jones, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Intended that time for Cooper. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Malik Collins able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag. No,
I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
53, Mike.
Hey, kill.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This to Jarwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Prescott now. And fights through one man. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check tight.
1st down, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Escaping the... And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charlie. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Going deep here for Watkins. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe somebody tipped. It could be so many different things.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reggie Ragland in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
46.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
And we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Throwing here, Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Everybody, 56. I know he ain't got it. 26.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.